Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my makeup collection and storage of it all. If you've seen videos on my vlog channel, you've already seen where I keep my makeup storage, but long story short, I have this fabric bin that I got from Holler that I keep in my desk. It's like the bottom shelf of my desk, and all my extra makeup is in here, and then I have my travel / everyday makeup bag that I have a separate video on, and I will link that down below if you're interested. So inside the big bin, I have this 3-drawer storage container that I got from Target a couple years ago. And this is where I keep the bulk of my makeup. I do have like my primer water and a setting spray down here that I keep out, but everything else is contained. And then this bag in front just has all my extra brushes. And then I have some stuff on the side. So I'm just going to start off by showing you what's in the container. And really quick here, I have these 2 Mary Kay compacts that I just stuck down on the side because I'm not currently using them, but I just thought I'd mention it. And then this bag was from Ipsy once upon a time. I just keep it for when I travel in case I want a separate bag to put my brushes in. Normally, I just put them in my travel makeup bag, but if for some reason I'm bringing a lot of stuff and they don't fit, I'll stick them in here because it's a nice size. So the brushes in this bag are just my extra ones that I like to keep just in case. I don't really use very many of these. There's a couple contouring ones in here that I will pull out from time to time, but the bulk of them are just duplicates. I have a lot of Real Techniques brushes in here, as you can probably see, and I used to use these all the time, but now I use different ones, and those are actually shown in my travel makeup bag if you've seen that video. If not, like I said, I'll link it down below. And if you're interested in what's actually in here, I can do a separate video on that, but I don't really want to waste time on these because, yeah, there's not much to say. Okay, so starting out with the actual makeup, this is one of the only palettes I actually kept. I went through and purged my whole makeup collection recently. This is just the original Naked palette. I really like the shimmery colors in here, and that's really all I ever use it for. Mainly Sidecar, sometimes Half Baked, but Sidecar is what I really gravitate towards. So continuing with eyeshadows, okay, these ones are all by Mary Kay, and I just keep them in a compact. Bottom left corner is Sweet Cream, and this is what I use to highlight underneath my brow bone. The middle one is Driftwood, and the right one is Stone. Driftwood I use in my crease. Stone I used to use a lot in my crease, and I don't use it very often anymore, but I keep it in here just to fill the space. And if I'm doing a deeper look, sometimes I will use this. And then all the 4 on top, these are actually a quad in Sandstorm, I believe. And as you can tell, I use the gold shade the most. I've hit pan on that. I use the one next to it, the more champagne-y one, second most. And if I'm just doing really lazy makeup, I'll use the one all the way on the far left, just all over the lid. I don't really use the one on the right very much, but sometimes, like I said, if I'm doing a deeper look, I might. Then I also have a whipped cream eyeshadow. This is by Mary Kay again, and it's in Tiki Beach. It was limited edition a while ago. This is my all-time favorite eyeshadow. Like seriously, I could put this all over the lid and be good to go. I don't need to set it with anything. I don't need to have a primer underneath. I love it. But if I am doing lazy makeup, usually I will do this and then this brown shade right here on top of it, just to make it a little deeper. And then this is actually the only other eyeshadow I own, and it's just an eyeshadow single by Urban Decay. And this is Lounge, and it's the coolest color ever. I will show you in the swatches right here. Moving into face products, this is the only other palette I own, and this is the Lorac Pro Contour palette. I use this every single day. So the colors I use in this, I use the beige highlight to set my eye primer or concealer. I use the yellow highlight to set my under eye concealer, and then I use the light contour to obviously contour my face. I don't really use the deeper medium, they're too dark for me. Sometimes I can get away with using the medium in the summer, but not all over my face, just in certain areas. And I used to use the shimmer highlight, and it's okay, but it's definitely not my favorite out of this. If I had to pick one, definitely the yellow highlight. These are all my face powders. I have a pressed powder by Mary Kay in the shade Ivory 2. In Ivory 2, I also have the mineral powder foundation that I sometimes use. I use this a lot during the summer. I'll wear CC cream with this over it. And then the rest of the time, I really use this translucent setting powder. I do have this RCMA No Color powder, but honestly, I don't really use it. And all of my powders fit in this bottom drawer with the samples and the fragrance samples. So yeah, the samples. For primers, I have the Benefit Porefessional, which I've been using for, I don't even know how many years. Too many to count. I use this a lot, mainly in the summer. In the summer, I'll use the Porefessional, and then I'll use my Mary Kay primer on top just for some extra SPF. But year-round, well, actually, I don't use any of these year-round. My makeup really does change seasonally. Like right now, I'm using the Smashbox Primer Water because my skin is a little bit drier. But when it starts to warm up a little bit, I'll add in the Mary Kay one, and then when it gets really hot in the summer, I'll use the Porefessional and then the Mary Kay one. So I really just switch it up depending on what my skin wants. And then I have an eye primer by Mary Kay also. What I used to use was the Urban Decay anti-aging one, and I loved that one. This one I'm using right now, but honestly, I switched this up too. Okay, so I have a Mary Kay CC cream in light and a medium coverage foundation in Ivory 204, sorry. And this is my absolute favorite foundation. I've been using it for almost 3 years and I absolutely love it. Moving on to concealer, I have 3. I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, the illuminating one for under eye circles. I also have the Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer in Deep Ivory for just any spots on my face that I want to conceal. And then I'm not currently using this right now, but I keep it because it's my favorite concealer, the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur. What color is this? Moving on to highlighters. I have a Mary Kay highlighter in Pearls. Really, really pretty pink highlighter. I have another Mary Kay one. This is a cream highlighter in stick form, obviously. And this is the shade Bronze. Kind of hard to see, but you'll be able to better see in the swatch in a second. And the L'Oreal True Match Lumi in Ice. And this one is so pigmented and beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see the swatch if you haven't already tried this. So just to show you, the one on the right is the L'Oreal one. A little goes a long way. If I were putting this on my face, I would not use very much. Like the tiniest little dot does your whole face. So yeah, they're in the same order. So the left is Pearls, and it's not showing up as shimmery as it actually is when you put it on your face. And it's not this pink. I mean, obviously everything would be sheared out if you were wearing it on the face. So Pearls on the left, Bronze in the middle, which is what I'm currently using every day, and then Ice on the right. All right, so last of the face products, these are all the blushes I am keeping. So on the left up here, this is a Mary Kay cream blush in, what is this called? Oh, Sheer Bliss, and this has been my favorite for a good 2 years now. They've discontinued these blushes and I'm so sad about that, but it's so, so pretty. And I'll show you all the swatches in a second. Next up is the shade Cranberry. This one I don't wear very often just because it's so dark, but sometimes in the winter I'll pull this one. On the right, the lone blush that is not Mary Kay. This is Milani's Luminoso, and I have loved this for years. I don't even know, probably like 5 or 6 years this has been a favorite of mine, and it's really, really pretty, especially in the summertime is when I wear this. Moving on the left is Mary Kay Sweet Cream. No, Strawberries and Cream. Sorry, Sweet Cream is the eyeshadow. This is what I used to wear every day, but now I'm pulling this one, and this one is, what is this called? Cherry Blossom. So it's a little bit deeper. It's just a little bit more purpley, and it's not as shimmery. It also goes on a little bit lighter too, which I like. It's a deeper shade, but it's less pigmented, if that makes sense. Not in a bad way, but in an easier to apply kind of way. I don't know. It's really, really pretty on. And then my last one, it's actually a blush and highlight duo. I don't like the highlight part of it at all. And the blush I've probably only worn once, but this is in Spiced Poppy, and it's just because it's very orangey for me. And pretty much as orange as I go is Luminoso, and it's not even really orangey. So this one doesn't get a lot of use, but it was one of those shades that I saw and I couldn't get it out of my head until I bought it. So I bought it and then I don't really wear it. But yeah, it doesn't take up a lot of room, so I'm not too upset about that. Moving on to mascaras, eyeliners, and eyebrow pencils. So these 3 mascaras are my absolute favorite, and I like using them in different ways. So I have the Too Faced Better Than Sex, the Mary Kay Lash Love Lengthening, and the Mary Kay Lash Intensity. So Lash Intensity is closest to Too Faced Better Than Sex, but I find that the Too Faced one, I don't know, it gives it something more, but I don't know, it's very hard to describe why I like the Mary Kay one better. And I feel like it's just, I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll tell you how I do this. So either I will use the Too Faced mascara first and then comb through with the Lash Love Lengthening just to separate it. Because the Too Faced one leaves my lashes a little bit more clumpy than I'd like, that's honestly it. It's just a little too clumpy probably. I also, on more casual days, just use the Lash Love Lengthening. Also, what I do most of the time is use Lash Intensity first, and then I'll comb through with Lash Love Lengthening just to make it a little bit longer. The Lash Intensity already gives me the length I want, but sometimes I'm very picky with mascara, and sometimes I just wear Lash Intensity on its own too. So lots of options in 3 mascaras there. Eyeliners, I have 2 Mary Kay ones. I have black and brown. I never wear the brown one, but I hold on to it just in case. I honestly never really wear the black one either, and when I do, it's just a tight line. I don't ever put eyeliner on my eyelid. And brow pencils, the very deformed brunette one. I think I was pressing way too hard with this apparently. The brunette one I'm not currently using because I'm not dyeing my hair darker right now, but I'm keeping it in case I ever do that again. And then I have the blonde one, which I'm using right now, and my brow gel. So I also just keep the extra mascara and eyeliners that aren't in my travel bag in the bottom section as well. And then now the top drawer is all my primers, foundations, concealers, blushes, and highlighters. And lastly, the middle drawer is all lip products. So let me take these out and swatch them for you, and I'll be right back. I'm not going to swatch these two because there's no point, but I just have a container of shea butter and a little sample of the Sugar Advanced Lip Therapy. Starting off with nudes, on the left is my favorite. This is like my personal Your Lips But Better color, and this is a Mary Kay True Dimensions lipstick in Natural Beauty. Right next to that, same lipstick, but the sheer version of that, and it's in Subtly You. It's just barely shimmery, and it's really, really pretty, just if I want a light wash of something, but the one on the left is definitely my favorite. I have a lacquered lip shine in Endless Sun, and then I just have my lip primer and clear lip liner also. As far as pinks go, the one on the left, these are both Mary Kay, of course. I just really like their lip products, but I'm about to show you a bunch that aren't, so don't worry. One on the left is Hearts Together, and you can see there's little heart imprint. It's so cute. Slightly shimmery. And the one on the right is a semi-matte gel lipstick, and this is in the color Mauve Moment. For more purpley ones, I have all 3 are Mary Kay. Not a surprise at this point. The one on the left is Berry Stylish, and it is my favorite berry colored lipstick ever, and that's because it kind of sets up like a stain. It stays on so long, and it doesn't claim to be, or at least I don't think it does, but oh my gosh, I love this. I use this during competition season because I know it's going to stay on. One in the middle is Ruby Nights, and it's kind of a semi-matte. I don't wear this a ton, but in the fall I like to. I feel like it's not doing it justice at all, but you'll be able to see in the swatch in a second. And then I have a lip gloss in Berry Tart, and it's my absolute favorite lip gloss color, and it's been discontinued, and I'm so sad, but I have an extra one stocked up because I love it. All right, it is time for reds now. So I have a Mary Kay lip gloss in Mango Tango, and this is a very orangey red. And now you will see I love NYX red lip products. So I have a NYX Butter Gloss in Cherry Pie, I have a butter lipstick in Mary Jane's, and a soft matte lip cream in Monte Carlo. I also have a Maybelline Color Jolt in Ready or Not, and longtime favorite Rimmel Show Off Lip Lacquer in Big Bang. You've seen everything now, so that is my makeup collection and how I store it. Like I said probably 5 times in this video, I will link my travel / everyday makeup bag video down below in case you're interested in those brushes, because I did not show them, and just everything that I keep in there. But other than that, that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!